It's an omen.
We are proudly now partnered with Mind Lab Pro. This is a 100% naturally produced nootropic that is going to help you with energy, concentration, and focus, whether you're a sim racer, a gamer, or none of the above. This is going to be good for your cognitive health in all walks of life. So check them out. Link is in the description below. Enjoy the stream, everyone.
It's an omen.
We are proudly now partnered with Mind Lab Pro. This is a 100% naturally produced nootropic that is going to help you with energy, concentration, and focus, whether you're a sim racer, a gamer, or none of the above. This is going to be good for your cognitive health in all walks of life. So check them out. Link is in the description below. Enjoy the stream, everyone. What is up, everyone? Welcome to today's stream. We are back. Hope you're all having a good Friday. Last day of the working week. Don't work too hard today, guys. Don't worry, we'll be here to take your mind off work, to distract you from what you got to do today, to take away from your responsibilities. Leave it to me. So today we're going to be doing some practice for our event tomorrow, which is the 12 hours of Sebring. But first, before we get to anything else, we're going to do some shout-outs. Paladin24601, thanks for tuning in. Kevin M, The Patriot, 10K3-K33V, Neil Scott, Scooter Chris, Jesse, Nomo, Soils and Hits and Lives. My dad kills me for not being able to pronounce that guy's name, but I'm sorry, I can't do it. So yeah, today we're going to be doing some Sebring practice, as well as doing a bit of just normal racing and trying to get our safety rating and I rating up slightly. In case things go bad, you know, you always got to be prepared for the worst. And I like trying to get a bit of a buffer to my I rating and my safety rating. So if we don't have a good event, it's whatever, but it just kind of impacts your overall rating less. So that's kind of what we've been doing. And I also like to do it because it helps you potentially enter into a higher split, which is a big help. So that's what we're going to be doing today on stream. Make sure you guys check out our Twitch channel. Please go and subscribe or follow, our Twitch channel, so you guys can see the perspectives of both teams that are racing tomorrow. Because we're racing Team Porsche and Team Mustang. Team Porsche is going to be headed by Chris Farish. He's going to be entering into a different time zone, time split race than we are doing with his squad. So please make sure you guys go to the Twitch channel in chat and hit it with a follow so you guys can watch both teams from LRG race tomorrow. It's historic, legendary stuff for our team. This is the very first time we've been able to enter in two cars into one event, and that's a big deal. At least I think it is. And we couldn't have done it without all of your support, pushing us to do better and see how far we can take this. I think if we continue at this pace, who knows? The sky's the limit. We got a great group of guys. So let's see what we can do here. All right, give me 1 second. Me and Chris are just working on some stuff behind the scenes here to figure out what we should do today. So he's got a good idea. We're going to set up a practice session so we can get some dry condition practice. We were worried there was going to be rain, but because Chris and I are literally traumatized from Bathurst and from every event we've done recently having rain, we saw the forecast for Sebring and we didn't see the 2024 at the top. And we were like, oh crap, it's going to rain. But luckily that was the 2024 forecast. So this weekend, it should be sunny in Florida. We should have good peak conditions for racing. So we're going to get a practice server going and we're going to do some warm up for those conditions that are expected. That way we can be ready to go. But you know what? It's good because we got practice in the rain. So if the iRacing gods decide to throw us a curveball and it starts raining, we'll be ready, right? Like, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. So either way, Chris was smart to throw up that session in the rain, whether it was from trauma or just from not paying attention. Either way, it worked out. So we've got that rain practice for Sebring. And if you guys have driven in the rain, even in real life, you know how big of a difference it makes just at road speed. So imagine needing to be consistent over like a 4, maybe 8 hour period of a 12-hour race where it's raining and it's wet and you got to try to fight the car through those conditions while doing good laps. It's not easy. So it's very good to get practice in those conditions. So I'm just getting everything completed on the back end here, and then we're going to get right to it, you guys. Let me get in the cockpit. I just got to go grab my coffee. Oh, yeah. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Okay. We are in the cockpit. So anyone wondering what our setup is, I've gotten questions before about what our sim racing setup is, and we are running a Next Level Racing GT Lite cockpit. Very affordable. Highly recommend it for anyone like me that's on a budget but wants to get into sim racing. These are great cockpits, and they will give you a very good advantage because it's not like you're looking at a little computer monitor on a desk. If you're sitting in a cockpit and you've got a monitor stand and a decent screen, like this is a Philips 43-inch 4K, and it was only $399 Canadian. Like I had to hunt for a cheap screen, and this was the cheapest one I could find that could do 144 hertz refresh rate. And paired with this monitor stand and cockpit, it's an amazing entry-level setup that's going to allow you to perform the best you can and then get better properly, because with a big screen like this, with a proper FOV sitting in the right spot, you're able to look where you're turning. You're able to look out your left little window that you can see out of on the far edge of your screen, and you can look into the apex. You can look over to the far right of the front windshield and look into the apex where you're turning. It also helps with like a wet track, because on a small screen, it's hard to notice where the wet or dry line is. And I noticed my rain driving got a lot better when I got this set up. And I'm not at all sponsored by these companies at all. I saved up for this stuff myself with my disability money, and I bought it, and I wouldn't be promoting it unless it was good, right? Because I don't get a lot of money to spend on stuff. So if I'm going to promote something, it better damn well be good, and I better be happy with it. So should we do a GR butt kicker while we're waiting? Or you know what? We could do a Sebring IMSA, and that would be a good practice. But maybe we should just warm up first. So let's see if Chris has got the room fired up yet. Not yet, but what we will do is I'm pretty sure we can use this as a practice session while we're waiting for Chris to get her set up. So what we'll do is, see, we got these practice sessions here. And we will go in the car that we're going to be driving. I'd love to be testing out my new Porsche, but we'll save that for another day. So we're going to be slowly expanding into the GTP team next season. This season, we're going to do a few events with them just to get our feet wet. But next season, me and any other drivers that want to commit to GTP are going to be doing so. Amateur Hour, thank you so much for reposting, buddy. Haven't seen you in a while, man. Hope everything's okay. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but my dad's been running a birthday stream donation for me, and it's gone crazy. Like, I don't know if we reached the amount for a PC. That was a pipe dream, but the fact that it's gotten as far as it has, and people have donated me like mini PCs. Some guy in England has offered me a PC that's like a 4-year-old gaming rig with a 2070 in it. Like, it's crazy, the response we've gotten. And the donations are getting close to the point where, like, on disability, I'm able to sock away maybe $300 now and again. So with the money I've gotten through the PayPal donations and the money I can slowly save up, it won't take as long for me to, say, get a decent GPU. And then there's the biggest, most expensive portion of a new computer build for me taken care of. And it's just crazy that it's gone this far. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to be integrating a screen at the end of our stream intro that thanks all the backers who have donated and made the team possible. So that's going to be something we're looking to do. Mac the Knife, how's it going? Eleko Beckett, No One Man, Lord Corey DJ Jackson, thank you guys for tuning in. We're just getting some warm-up on the Sebring. Today's going to be about warm-up, doing a little safety rating, I rating grind, and just getting ready for tomorrow.
Radio check.
Are you kidding me? It's raining in the practice session. Ah! I'm scared. So now I'm like wondering really what's going on here. Doing good, just busy at work. Hope you're doing great. Thank you so much, Amateur Hour. Glad you're doing good too, bro. Doing good here. It's my birthday tomorrow, and I wouldn't be doing anything else than doing Sebring with my boys. That's the number one thing I want to do on my birthday, and it's exactly what I'm getting to do. All I ask is the Iracing gods, no rain.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit.
No rain, please. No Milli Vanilli curse. I'm Millie, and I'm Vanilli. Okay, it's slippery, Milli Vanilli. Okay, we need to put wets on. I forgot wets. I can't believe it. There's no way it's going to rain for Sebring, right? This is the IMSA practice session, though. Like, and Sebring, this event in Sebring is part of the IMSA WeatherTech series. So, like, I don't know. Like, this is, it's crazy, bro. So it was raining earlier, but now it's like 0%, which is good because look at the time. That's real server time. That's running into tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow it's going to be dry and sunny. And that this is the weather system moving through. Thank you, Amateur Hours, so much, buddy.
Exit's clear. Push.
So we got a little bit of wetness here, but it's drying as we're driving over it. So we'll just do this for a bit until Chris gets the practice session up. There's no
Okay,
rush.
Mark, it stopped raining.
Crew chief is calling me my dad because he was racing last. Just get into the flow of the track again, get the line down, just get into our rhythm. Cloudy, ugly day here at Sebring. Look at that kick up behind us. Even though it's not raining right now, it must have been dumping pretty hard. The poster that came out for this week's weekend Sebring said it should be sunny this weekend in Florida. So if it just dumps rain on the event, I'll laugh. But at least a couple of us will be ready. Me and Chris, we put in the stones and we did some wet practice a couple streams ago. And it really wet practice. You wouldn't think it's that wet, but you can really tell by the kick up behind the car. How I understand the weather works in this game is it's all dynamic and they don't really have any control over it. It's like a real world weather system, I think. So what I'm guessing is based off of that weather report we looked at and how the rain was earlier and it stopped now and it's 0% all the way into almost 11 o'clock p.m. tonight in game. I'm hoping that means it's like going to be a dry weekend, that the weather system's moved over already. But like I said, it's good to have wet practice. Every track is different in the wet because you can't follow the dry line. And being new to sim racing, I had to learn this myself. Like, I was just someone who's driven cars in real life. I'm not a race car driver, right? And how it works is the wet line is different when it's raining, because if you follow the normal dry line where cars are always driving when it's dry, that part of the track is going to be incredibly rubbered from all the tires breaking or burning out on it slightly before the TC kicks in. And a lot of rubber gets, like, kind of left on the track. And what happens when it rains is that dry line that is rubbered, they call it, it gets incredibly slick because of the rubber. So when it rains, you need to change your line off of the normal dry line to what is called a wet line. And that usually just is trying to keep two tires in some form of dry patch, but not following the regular line of the track, because you'll end up, see what just happened there? I ended up braking on top of a rubbered part of the track, and you just lose traction. So a lot of driving in the wet and being good at it is kind of trying to find different spots on the track to dance around to avoid the rubbered line and to find grip. The other thing I find that helps is using really small little choppy sawing movements on the wheel rather than big prolonged, like, swooping motions on the wheel. You want soft feet, fast hands in the wet. Usually it's the other way around in the dry. You want like fast feet, soft hands. It's the other way around in the wet because you have to have your hands fast, ready to react, ready to do choppy little motions all the time. And you need your throttle and braking inputs to be incredibly clean.
You're quickest overall.
Woo! I'm the only guy in the room. So we'll do one more lap here, and then I think Chris has got the dry room set up. But let's just make sure we're ready to go in the wet. Depending on the severity of the wet, when the room started and we practiced yesterday, Chris and I, sorry, were doing it. And Chris was running a 207 in the Porsche in light rain, which is pretty good. And then as it got heavier and heavier, our times got up to be around the 229, 239 mark. Like, it got pretty slow. The rain was extreme. Short shifting helps a lot in the rain, keeping your RPMs lower. Ooh, slid a little bit there on some rubber. Whoa! Woo-hoo! See, and that's just from touching a part of the track where it was a normal dry line. And that's what I'm explaining, where you're kind of dancing around trying to find grip. Sometimes you find the wrong spot. And it's a lot of trial and error.
99%. Rear right, 99.
Right there, you can even see the spot. If you look close, see we cross over. Right here is where we usually are running a dry line. And you can see as soon as we hit it in the wet, the car just loses traction on it. They actually do a very good job in iRacing of simulating rain and its impact on cars. I'd say it's probably the most realistic one. I would say in terms of like appearance and effects, it's not the best, but it's definitely the best in terms of how it feels, 100%. That is too funny, though. We hop into the IMSA practice session, and of course, it's going to be rain. All right, so let's go in and do a quick race while we're waiting for our practice session to get ready. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? MX-5 at Oschersleben. I could do me some MX-5 at Oschersleben. I love me a bit of Oschersleben. Thank you, everyone, tuning in. If you guys are on X, if you can hit that like, hit that repost, it helps us a lot. And make sure you hit that notification for tomorrow's stream. We're going to be doing the 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time start time for Team Mustang. Team Porsche is 5 a.m. Pacific start time. But if you're in a different time zone, obviously that's later. And if you guys are going to be tuning in to watch both teams, which I beg you to do, please, go follow our Twitch channel. It really helps. The link is in chat. So please make sure you go follow our Twitch and support both teams that are racing in tomorrow's event. This is a big moment for our team. Putting out 2 cars, 2 squads. And it'll be awesome if we can get both teams all the support in the world. So I really appreciate it, guys. Lagos Mike, in all thy son's command. I like that name. That gets a follow. Median IQ Finder. Neo Terstamontaki. Sorry, I can't pronounce that, bro. I am sorry. Okay, let's do some Aschersleben. Some MX Aschersleben.
Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
Hey, you like to drive your MX-5 on
Track's
Aschersleben?
clear. Push, push, car clear left.
I've driven almost all the different vehicles on this track except the MX-5. I like this track a lot. The first place I drove it was in race room when I was trying to do the whole excuse me, time trial for the tournament they were doing for the season 3 of their DTMs, and I had to do this track over and over again. Except it was a different layout, but I learned most of it from there. And then when Chris bought me the F3 car, this track came up for the F3, and that's where I really got used to this layout. But I haven't really driven any road cars on here. Oh no, I'm lying! I'm fucking lying! I drove a GR86 on here, bro! Now I remember. I just remembered coming around that corner. I remember the punt that gave me trauma. That guy fucking took me out. It was either the production car challenge on here or it was the GR86 butt kicker cut. I can't remember. All I know is I've been dive bombed on this track before. Ba 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 ba, little deuce coop. Oh, there we got her. I don't think we're going to be setting the world on fire with these lap times, but as long as we can do some serviceable lap times, keep ourselves clean and out of trouble, we should do okay. Turn, you bitch! That wasn't optimal. Could have done that better.
P18.
18 out of 128. I'll take it. We can obviously work that a little lower. Shout out to Brian Hickey for putting on this awesome livery for our little MX-5s. Slowly getting all the liveries for Team LRG on all the different cars so we can get our logo and brand out there more and more. People are like, oh, who's that? We're like, it's LRG, baby. We ain't going nowhere. Thank you to the 1,000 people tuning in. 24 minutes. Let's go, baby. If you haven't hit the like, repost already, please do so. It helps us a ton. And make sure you hit the notification for tomorrow's event, 12 Hours of Sebring.
Incident in turn 1. Okay, Mark, we need to watch the track limits.
I think this one would have been better. Let's see if we can finish it here.
That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
There we go, we knocked off almost 2 seconds. So we can definitely continue to get that down.
P17.
When a new track comes out, new car track combo you haven't done before, just look to have a decent first roll on the track, pick up the line, try to get your time down.
Checkered flags out, P17.
Okay. Let's see what type of dudes did we get here. What's our skill level looking like here?
All clear on pit exit, you can push now.
Let's get our flow down here.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 25 Celsius.
Boop-a-doop-a-doo, my little deuce coop. So next season, not this one, we're going to prepare this one. What we're going to do next season is every member of our team that wants to participate in it is going to pick a series that they feel they're best at. And they're going to represent our team in that series. And we're going to keep track of their results, do weekly updates through episodes on our YouTube for those drivers, and see how they do throughout a season in their special event they're representing the team as. And we're all going to pick one series we're best at and do it. And I think that's going to be really cool. And then we're obviously still going to be teaming up for team events. All right, let's see what we can do here. We got 12 boys in the room.
Okay, Mark, we've got 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
Sounds good, mate. Oh shit! Little dudes keep getting crazy on me already. So yeah, like I was saying, having a big screen like this really helps. Where you're turning, I'm always moving my head. I'm never keeping my head straight. I'm always turning and looking into where I'm going. Helps you line up the corner, helps you time your exits better.
The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 26 Celsius.
If you're just staring straight ahead and waiting for it to come into your line of sight that way, you'll be way slower. Like right now, I'm looking over towards the right side of my front windshield, looking into where I'm turning, and same when I do the left. That's why I like having that little bit of my left window I can see out of. And obviously, if you get a triple screen setup or something like VR, it's just that much better. For extended plays right now, I think that triple screens is still the best because of the eye strain from VR. And the good thing about these Philips screens that I've got, being only 399 Canadian, it's not unrealistic for someone maybe who gets a bit more money than I do per month to set up a triple screen setup with these, because individually they're not that expensive as a fairly decent sized screen that has 144 hertz refresh and G-Sync. I forgot that. So you can put 3 of these together really easy. All right, first time lap. Let's get it on the board safe. Then we use our second one as our push lap. Super excited for you guys to start seeing some of the new recruits in the next coming months we've got. We've got some serious talent on the team. Way better than me. You guys just I can't wait for you guys to see them. We've got some rookies who have already got their first iRacing wins. Like, it's just crazy. We're trying to help foster talent and raise talent in an environment that helps them learn the right way. And it's working, I think. I can't wait for you guys to see the better drivers we got.
The leader's just done a 139.47.
Holy shit. Bro's fast. I don't think we'll get to a 139 today, realistically. 143?
P5.
I think we can knock that down
Sector
a
3
little
is
more.
1.3 seconds off the pace.
So we'll push a little harder this lap. See if we can squeeze any more juice out.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
This one's feeling a bit better. Let's hope we can keep it up here. Might have something a little better here. Little better. Little better. Come on, little better. There we go. Little better, little better. Held 8th. Woo! So now we use up the rest of the clock. You don't have to drive fast right now. Use up all of the clock, because I've said it many times, and I always say it in case someone new is watching. This helps you get the most safety rating possible. iRacing calculates incidents and safety rating from an incident per corner basis. And it starts calculating as soon as you start qualifying. And it doesn't stop until that clock runs out. And then at the end of the race, the same is said, it doesn't stop calculating until it says session has ended. So you can sometimes cruise around for an extra lap or two on the smaller tracks and get a bit more safety rating. But if you're on something like the Nürburgring or a long event and you finish, or your team finishes while there's a decent amount of time left, like if there's a lot of people multiple laps down, sometimes you can farm extra safety rating for like 5-10 minutes. It's crazy. Holy crap, I'm in 10th with a 142. There must be some fast bros in here. That's good though, we're gonna get to learn from better drivers. Never get attached to your I rating. If anything, care about your safety rating, because in some small way that is a representation of your respect for others on the track. I know it's meant to represent how many incidents you get into, but it also kind of is a representation of your personality and the way you drive. Some people can exploit the safety rating to farm it and then drive dirty and only take a 4X here or there for punting someone at a very crucial moment. But for the most part, I would say if you're going to get attached to anything, get attached to your safety rating. Care more about your safety rating than your I rating. Your I rating will always organically go up as you improve as a driver.
That's the end of the session, P10.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Already 1,100 people. Before we grid up, let's give some shout outs. Lagos Mike, in all thy son's command, still in the building. Aiden Bryan, thank you guys so much for tuning in. That kangaroo stole my ball. Holy shit. I had that happen to me a week ago, but it's just crazy. John Barrington, thanks for tuning in, buddy. Let's get out there. First race of the day. We're going to be doing a few races and a lot of warm-up. Focus is going to be on warm-up for tomorrow's event.
"60 seconds.
So yeah, make sure you guys go into chat. Follow our Twitch channel, please. You're going to be able to watch both teams compete. One through our Twitch, one through our X and YouTube. For these events where we enter multiple teams, we have the banner LRG Black and LRG Orange. And then for the big 24-hour events, we enter under Team LRG. So we're going to be entering a Porsche and a Mustang under the two smaller banners. All right,
Cold
here we
tires
go.
all round. 10th position.
Let's just try to stay out of trouble, stay clean, look for
Standing
opportunities.
start now. All right, Mark, get ready. Green, green, green.
First lap, all about survival here. Try to stay with the pack, don't fall too far back, and just survive. Pick up other drivers' habits. See who's going to keep the pace from qualifier, who's just a hot lapper.
Left side. Clear left.
Oh, here comes some trouble.
Carla, clear left. There's an incident in hotel. It
Here
looks
comes
like
some more trouble.
Teixeira.
There could be trouble.
The guy on your left.
Oh, there could be
Still
trouble.
There's an incident in Hasaroda. Gallardi, clear left.
Oh, fucking shit.
The stewards have warned us for cutting the car right.
We got her, we got her, we got her.
Clear
Holy
right.
shit. We made it through that.
Right side. Right side's clear.
Cold tire dancing her through there wasn't easy. We slid a little. I only think we got a little bit of scrape on the front end. I don't think it's that severe of aerodynamic damage that we're going to have to really worry. The car is handling just fine. Almost got out of that scot-free, but the car kicked on me with the last little kickback when I went to adjust and make sure we cleared the car that was rolling backward and could have hit us.
On your right. Clear right.
Okay, we survived the first lap. Hectic as it was.
Okay, Mark. 10 minutes to go. That's left side. Still there. Clear left.
I don't know how more of those guys didn't get meatballed. Oh. Another dude.
Car left. Clear left.
As long as we don't fall too far back, we can stay in their draft. We can look for opportunities. These guys, judging off the first couple laps, are spicy.
Sector 2 is 0.6.
Little
off the
spicy.
pace. We've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
I'll suck my balls.
The leader has just done a 140.00.
Where in the shit did that guy just go?
Looks like it's Solomon.
He just kept going to China.
So Gallardi in front is now 1.5 seconds. P10. Solomon is pitting from position 12. There's an incident in hotel. It looks like it's Albert. Left side. He's still there.
Oh man, this
Hold
just
your
has
line.
chaos written all over it.
Clear left.
This one could get spicy down the road here. Oh, it's getting spicy already down the road here.
Yellow flag. Keep your wits about you, mate.
The spice is life. Seven minutes left. Lots of time. These guys are just getting spicy as hell. This guy's car must be
Car left.
munted or something.
Clear left. New fastest lap for Cooper, 139.09.
Oh, fuck that Cooper guy. Fast as shit.
Car left. There's an incident in turn 1. We think it might be Solomon. Still there. Clear left, B9.
Six minutes. We got lots of time. We don't want to be battling these guys, risking a wreck. We just play leapfrog
Okay,
with
Mark,
them.
the next car is not the cleanest racer. Guido,
Oh, really?
Car number 11,
I would have never
license.
guessed, dude. Would have never guessed. See, because we have an A license, our incident points, they affect us a lot more. So it's why it's really important to use up the clock. Because of 5X, it hits you hard when you have an A license. It definitely all adds up. You think it wouldn't, but it's how I've been able to hold on to my A, thankfully.
Okay, Mark, 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. The gap to Guillaume ahead is increasing. It's now 1.4. Half distance, fuel looks good. Your lap time was 142.52.
I was gonna say we got our lap time down a bit, even with damage, so that's good. It means the next time we do this, we'll be more competitive. I'd like to get down to the low 141s or 140, then we'll really be competitive.
10th position. It's getting closer. The gap's now 1.6. They're faster than us into turn 1.
Still got 4 minutes. Lots can happen when you got a bunch of spicy dudes like this. Hello, can you call me back in 5 minutes? Thank you. What a group of cars up ahead. We're a little further away. We're falling back from the damage. Hey there, 142 without draft. So we're almost dipping into the 141s, which is what I would like to do.
Left. Clear left. You
And
need
once
to
we
push
get
if we're going to hold this position.
a fresh car, we might be able to. See if we can use this guy's draft to pull us a bit closer.
The car ahead is Teixeira, car number 4. C license.
We got Glover Teixeira in here?
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
Never say die. You never know what can happen up ahead. We just got to do our best here. Stay positive. And again, even if we don't do better than this position, or even worse, what we need to focus on is learning the track and making sure we pick up our time the next time we do it. We also have damage on the car, which is slowing us down quite a bit.
P10. Car left. Incident hotel. It looks like Albert and Gallardi. Clear left. Car left. Hold your line.
Oh, this guy's car is messed.
Clear left. Car right. Hold your line.
This is
Still
dangerous.
Still there. Right side's clear. All right, Mark. The next car is sketchy. Albert, car number 10. D license.
I think his car is messed up. It looks like he's having a little bit of a hard time. Fuck, I overshot that and had to pump. I don't understand how these guys drive through people like literal
One more
wrecking
cigar.
balls, and then they're still like just as fast. Like I lose so much speed just from a little bit of damage. Like these guys just wreck endlessly,
Left side, clear left.
and it seems like it never really affects them.
On your left. He's still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
Okay, 10th, I'll take it, not last. 5x sucks, but we can
10th
mitigate.
position.
Oh no, we
There's the
can't. There's the
finish.
end of the
Good result,
session.
mate. Well done.
The end of the session was right away. But that's okay. We can undo that damage with more races throughout the day. So what we need to do is look at where our lap times need to be more competitive. So we can't even worry about 141. We need to get into the 140s, 139s before we're going to be competitive on this track with this car. But yeah, what is best is when you have a little extra time after the session and you can run the clock out and kind of get some more I rating, some more safety rating. Or not more I rating, more safety rating, I mean. And then if you have something like that happen where you take a 5x, it really helps mitigate it a lot. Let's see here. So while we're waiting for the practice session, I'm just going to quickly go take this phone call. I will be right back.